Peace, family. It's just sis J.Coffee. Welcome in and welcome back to my Oracle house. Cancer, this is going to be a reading for you. And I did already pre-shuffle your deck. I couldn't help but notice that Justice was on the bottom of the deck before I begin this reading. It seems to me like Justice has been a very common theme for you, Cancer. I feel like a lot of Cancers have been done unjustly. You know, Cancer, I feel like, has been getting the short end of the stick for a minute. I heard somebody say, now I'm not as good as like with astrology and stuff like that, but I heard mentioned recently that Cancer was stuck in a messed up 15-year cycle and that we're coming to the end of it. Now, I don't know if that's just Cancer or that's all the signs. You know, you have to do your own research. I probably shouldn't even mention it, being as though I don't really know much about it. And at the same time, it rang true to me. You know, like my soul wanted to say hallelujah, you know, because I'm ready for change. And I feel like there's been a lot of blockages in my personal life that a lot of them didn't have anything to do with me. Like, I did my part, you know. It's good to take accountability where you can see it, wherever you can see it. But a lot of the stuff that I've been experiencing personally, yeah, being left out in the cold, that Five of Pentacles, has had to do with selfish people being in my life. Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, people, false soulmates, you know what I'm saying? People coming around and trying to make it seem like they're good for your soul, or they're good for your life, or they want to see you win, and in reality, they just don't, you know what I mean? So, show me the current energy for Cancer. Sorry, Cancer, these cards are a little bit hard to hold. They're newer. They're new, and they're too big for my hands, really. And it's a shame, because I really love this deck. But this is why I don't buy a lot of the larger decks, because I literally cannot hold on to them. Show me the current energy. Well, I'll take it, I think. No, I will. Let's deal with it. All right, so you have the Four of Earth on the bottom of the deck. That is the Four of Pentacles. Let me check this out. That's like a honey badger in his nest underneath the tree. This honey badger looks like he's getting some type of download, you know, from the earth itself. Like nature itself is speaking to this badger. This particular deck is the Tarot Ecological deck, and it does have to do with the earth. But I'm feeling like right now, Cancer, that's literal to you. For some reason, this is standing out to me even more than the cards that fell. Four of Pentacles is the energy of holding on, okay? The Four of Pentacles is feeling to me like, don't give up, right? So this honey badger, he has 4 little acorns in front of him, and he's collected those acorns, and maybe he feels like he doesn't have enough, you know? And I just feel like that tree is like, I got you covered. I know it looks like you don't have much. I know it looks like maybe you can't survive the winter, you know, maybe you can't survive, yeah, the winter, but I got you. So Cancer, if you're worried, like if you're experiencing a lack mentality, or you're worried about, you know, your finances or what will come in, or your, you know, your penny pinching right now, you're being a miser, don't worry. I feel like don't worry, okay? I really do. Father Time is under that deck. That's the Emperor. Maybe you've been trying to weigh out your business, you know, like what's paying me, where do I need to put my investments? I don't know. That's the energy I'm picking up on. But let's look at these cards that fell for your current energy. So you have the Ace of Air. There you are showing up for yourself, the Moon, the Ace of Water, and the Two of Air. Okay. So already right now, you have 2 cards that kind of represent, you know, confusion, or being confused, or being in the dark, because the Two of Air is basically the Two of Swords. And if you look at this woman, I feel like she's closing her eyes to try to use her third eye. Like she's trying to tap into her intuition, which can also have to do with the Moon. Yeah, so you're confused right now. Some of you, the energy I'm picking up on is of somebody that is confused about which way to go. You know, where do I start? This is the Baby in this card. This would be like the Sword of Truth. And that would be like the Three of Swords together with the Ace and the 2 would be like the Three of Swords. Oh, okay. So where do I go? What do I do after heartbreak, after a loss? You know, after a loss. I don't know. I see lungs in this card for some reason. Like, I feel like you need to breathe in new life, you know? And you have the Ace of Water, so it's like you want a new love. There's something about fertility here, man. With these rabbits and birds and bunnies and lotuses and the baby. My condolences for any of you who've recently miscarried or lost a child. Or even lost somebody, because I just heard return to the ancestors. So you might have lost somebody that you love. They went back home, you know, to the ancestors. And some of you are just like, now I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to turn to. I don't know. All right, well, that's the overall energy, Cancer. Let's do a little more digging. All right, so Spirit, show me what cycle has ended for Cancer. I feel like there's something I want to clarify there, but let's move on for a second. What cycle has ended? What did Cancer leave behind? What did Cancer leave behind? Thank you. Ace of Earth. See what I mean? You planted a seed somewhere. You planted a seed somewhere, and I feel like you thought it was going to help you grow. You thought it was going to help your finances grow. You thought it was going to help you have stability. You know, you may have even felt like this thing was a gift from God. You know, you got 3 aces on the table right now. And here, the 5 of Earth. And ended up, you felt out in the cold. You felt alone. I had to actually restart your reading. But in the part that I cut off before I restarted this 5 of Earth jumped out. And it was about, you know, being in cahoots with people who are okay with leaving you in the dust, you know, people taking credit for what you do or using what you do to glorify themselves, you know, to make themselves look good and be like, oh, look at this person I got on my team, or oh, look at what this talented person can do. And they give you these tools, and then they turn around and backbite you. You know, they turn around and sabotage you. They turn around and try to take your pinnacle. That has to be hard. That has to be hard. I mean, I can honestly relate to that, but that's hard, man. When you know who you are, but everybody else sees you too, and then they just treat you horribly instead of lifting you up because they're afraid of you. I asked in my mind to clarify the Ace of Pentacles, the Protector. Yeah, and honestly, I'm feeling like that was divine intervention. So even though this thing came in and you looked at it like this was my opportunity, this belonged to me, actually you were being protected from it, probably because the people that are associated with this energy. But that is over. Whatever it is, that's over. I really want to see this though. What is the Ace of Air? What is Cancer so concerned about with this Ace of Air? Show me the Ace of Air. Whoa. Favor. Okay. So you're wondering if it was indeed the divine. That's the question. It's like, look, was it just a contract? You know, was it just an endeavor that was going to lock me, bind me to money somehow? You know, was it really divine favor? Somebody's really hurting here. Somebody's really hurting. I'm sorry. Polyamorous. Yeah, this person maybe... This is sad, but for some of y'all, somebody out there has another baby, or they started a family somewhere else, or they put, you know, somebody else above you, like they just didn't choose you. I'm looking at this Ace of Water. That's what I asked for. No leap of faith, no new beginning with love. Maybe some of you are really desiring to have a pregnancy and it just didn't work out, and now you're wondering, like, you know, is God with me on that? You know, am I going to be supported by the divine in this endeavor? I don't know. You have Earthbender on the bottom. This is also making me feel like you. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you could just be trying to maneuver through your feelings right now. You could just be trying to move mountains, and that's what it looks like you're doing. It looks like you're trying to move mountains. Show me the Two of Swords. What is this confusion about? Please clarify this, Two of Swords. Thank you. The Sage. And that could be Sagittarius, Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius energy on this card. With this baby, there's something really important about a baby or a new beginning. Okay? Because if it's not a baby, It's all about a new beginning with these 3 aces out here. Something you really truly wanted to build and you're just not sure. Yeah, you feel like, that's the devil. Oh boy. Some of you guys could be feeling like cursed or hexed or just vexed to where you feel like, man, nothing is not. I know this didn't come out in reverse, but I'm feeling like that's the question on your mind for real. You're just like, is the divine hate, does God hate me? Like, why isn't this working out? I'm sorry if you feel that way. Please know that it's not true. It's not true. That's like a lying spirit. Show me, what did you ignore? What did Cancer ignore here? What was ignored by Cancer? I'm struggling with these cards. The Scientist, that is the Magician in this deck. The Scientist. So right now, before I even get into these other cards, on the bottom of the deck, it's looking like you ignored that somebody was trying to use you to alchemize something in their own world, to change something in their own stars, and you may have been collateral damage of what that person was trying to do. Who did I say this was? This is the Magician. I don't know if I said that. The Scientist is the Magician in this deck. All right, so now you have the 7 of energies, which would be Wands, and the 6 of energy. Yeah, you're trying to protect your name now. At this point, what did you ignore? Oh, that's what you didn't ignore. So you didn't protect yourself. You didn't protect your name. You didn't, somebody here, you know, you didn't value yourself. You didn't listen to your ancestors talking to you. You didn't, you know, take into account how unique and how awesome you really are. How unique and how awesome you truly are. And that's like a 4 of Wands. It's like, it makes me feel, I mean, it reduces to a 4, 6 and a 7. That's 13. That reduces to a 4. And it's giving me that 4 of Wands energy, like faulty foundation. That was coming up, I think, for a general collective reading, but I'll clarify that too in a second. Let me see. What do you need to rethink? What does Cancer need to rethink right now? What does Cancer need to rethink? And this may just be like something you need to change your perspective on. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, you have 3 of energy. That's 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is about being patient and restoring your faith, restoring your hope. Yeah, making a decision with the 2 of Wands behind this 3 of Wands. I'm hearing Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. I'm seeing the version with Jamie Foxx and the other little melanated girl. I should know her name, but I don't. I'm not good with names at all, especially anymore. The older I get, the worse I get with names specifically. So what should you rethink? You have Death, which is a transformation. Heavy emphasis on industry in this card. 7 of Earth and a Nurturer of Earth. So that would be the 7 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. That's terrible. Death and that 7 of Earth is giving me Black Widow vibes. Like, you need to rethink. Yeah, definitely who you're dealing with. Definitely where you're planting your seeds. What are you nurturing, Cancer? What have you been nurturing? Have you been nurturing seeds planted that could potentially harm you? Okay, just because you invest in something doesn't mean it's good for you. And just because it could potentially pay you back, is it really worth the cost? Like, is it really worth the cost that you paid? And I feel like you loved it, but you were miserable. You love something here, some industry here, possibly entertainment. When I see the Devil card, I typically think of industry, but this is a Death card, and look at all the industry. You get what I'm saying? Look at how the industry is corrupting the earth itself. And the Queen of Earth is definitely, you know, the Queen of, yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is definitely the nurturer, the one who's down to earth, the one who is about growth and love, and she is close to the earth. It looks like a child. Were you a child who was like advanced before their time? Because look at her. Look at her. She looks like a baby. Why would she be the queen when she's just a baby? You know, so maybe that's some of your story. I can definitely relate to that. And with this Devil, goodness. let's look at this position. Let's look at what did you ignore, because I feel like you had a little, like a spirit of delusion on you. You know, I feel like you needed to do a hangman right here. You needed to shift your perspective, and you didn't, with leaving yourself vulnerable. You know, not protecting yourself. Show me the 7 of energy. What is Cancer? What did Cancer leave vulnerable here? What did Cancer leave vulnerable here? Thank you. Yep. Your angelic voice, which is making me think of your gifts, okay? Because it says this being is divinely gifted. They heal and raise global vibrations through their voice. A singer, writer, public speaker, or influencer of some sort. Starseed energy. So somehow you can somehow somebody convinced you to like put aside your calling or compromise your calling, or this person didn't want, somebody in your energy did not want you to be seen and heard. And that's what I was talking about earlier, where it's like you have gifts, but people around you were trying to take your gifts, steal your gifts, mute your gifts, you know, or benefit off your gifts without you benefiting. And you did not protect your peace, because that's inner peace on that card. And that's also you in that card. Cancer, Aquarius energy, INFJ, you could be like an introvert, very much introverted. But you let these people, you let this situation disturb your peace here. 3 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it looks as though you united with energies that just were not good for your spirit, for your soul. I'm sorry about that, Cancer. If this is resonating, only take what resonates, okay? Don't take what doesn't belong to you. If this isn't making sense to you, it's not your story. It's another reading for you, okay? Look for another sign, maybe. You know, what should you not forget? What does Cancer need to remember right now? You told her, look at that. 9 of Earth. Remember that you are capable. You are more than capable. This is the 9 of Earth, which is like the 9 of Pentacles. This is definitely pre-Empress energy. Like, I got it. I have my life under control. I have more than enough. I'm abundant. I'm fruitful. That fruitfulness. Yeah, like that, what did I say? Fertility. You know what I'm saying? I am fertile because I'm abundant. I can birth anew. I can build anew. And this 9 of Pentacles energy, she does it by herself. She doesn't have anybody to help her. She does it by herself. Don't forget, you're capable. Please don't forget you're capable. You're capable of pulling yourself up out of this 5 of Pentacles energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to let this lie plague your mind. You're not this, Cancer. That's not you. That's never been you. You're this. Okay? And regardless of whatever happened to you that pushed you into this position at an early age, this is you now. Okay? Voluptuous, beautiful, full of life, fruitful, just, you know, amazing. All right? You're amazing. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. I don't need to clarify that, I don't feel. Show me, what did Cancer learn, Spirit? Wait, was that something flipped? Yes, it was. Uh-oh. Okay, let me go back to this because these cards must have already been turned in the deck. You have the 2 of Water, which is the 2 of Cups, and you have the 9 of Energy, which is the 9 of Wands. Were you guarded against love, or were you in love with a nightmare? Or were you in love with somebody who poisoned you? Oh my goodness. Like, if you look at her, there's water leaking out of her. Now, this is the 9 of Wands, so this would normally be the wounded warrior. But this is giving me, oh my gosh, I'm seeing X-Men. I'm seeing multiple scenes from the X-Men movie when not Rogue. Jean Grey, okay? The original X-Men movie before they did Dark Phoenix movie. And even in that, it still touched on that similar energy. Where basically she was powerful, right? She was powerful as a child, okay? And because of her power and because people feared her, because people feared what Jean Grey could have built, okay? Mind you, alone, what she could have done all by herself. They tried to capitalize on that. They tried to manipulate her. They tried to destroy her and consume or control, manipulate her energy. And I feel like that's what was done to you. And then now Spirit is saying, don't forget what was done to you, because don't let it make you dark. This is like a choice right here with a 9-9. You could be a life path 9. Okay, this could be a choice. It's like, would you rather be this or would you rather be that? And if you can't choose, is there a way you can balance these energies out? Is there a way you can balance your passion with your groundedness? Can you ground this passion? Can you get Jean Grey under control? You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like your relationship with love, like once you saw it as beautiful, and now you're bleeding everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Now you're leaking everywhere. That's why you're single. Yeah, because I'm talking to somebody that's completely single. You're like, I'm single. Not only am I single, I don't want love right now. I don't want that. Because you've been hurt by it. Now I do need to clarify, because why is Spirit asking you to focus on that? I feel like they're asking you to not be naive. Yeah, remember 8 of water, 8 of cups. Remember what you had to walk away from and why. That's what it is. I don't feel like you need to hold on to being guarded so much. I feel like, Spirit, give me clarity. Why do you want Cancer to see this? What do you want them to see about this position and what they should remember? Please show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Why do you want Cancer to... Thank you. Sinister. Oh, Cancer. So I am talking to somebody that was hurt as a child, because this is my... This is like a child abuse card. And now that I'm looking at her with this card, 2 different decks, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting the energy from that movie Split, or what else did they do? Unbreakable was the first one, but not the first one. It was Split, and then it was Mr. Glass. It was Mr. Glass and Split, or vice versa. I can't remember the exact order, but the point is the beast, okay? The character that was the beast, that's Beauty and the Beast. I have a lot of visuals, so maybe you're a movie watcher, maybe you're a heavy movie watcher who I'm reading for. Beauty and the Beast. But anyway, the Beast could see the girl, I don't know, let's just call her the Beast Master. There was a girl in the movie, and she could call the man's true nature out. She could call his real person out, Kevin Wendell Crumb, and she'd tell Kevin Wendell Crumb to go get the light. Why did all that just come up though? Because the visual came out. Okay, so you've been in some situations like that where I feel like that, like you've fallen in love with monsters. Okay, you could feel like your family was monsters. You could feel like your family allowed this to happen to you. Honestly, this card, Sinister card, has a lot to do with betrayal from a mother, like a dismissive, complacent mother, you know, avoidant type of person, just allowing, you know, her child to go through that, through like from their father, from their, you know, someone else in their family, a stepdad, a boyfriend, whatever, you know, either that. This is also a card representative of somebody who, you know, your parent or your child sleeps with the person you with. It's so unfortunate how often things like that happen, but whatever this energy is, you've been hurt by it for a long time. Spirit is asking you, I feel like, to look at that, yeah, and to learn how to protect your heart now with this Abraham card here. This is the King of Cups, and this is you again, but this is you in control of your emotions, Cancer. This is you knowing who to give that love to and when to offer that love. This is you being guarded without you being defensive. Do you understand? This is you balanced. This is you keeping your dark side at bay. It's not that he doesn't have a dark side. Okay? It's that he's got it under control. Beep, beep, beep outside. Like message. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's look at what is your best plan of action moving forward. What is Cancer's best plan of action moving forward, please? Thank you. Ooh, look at that. You have the 4 of Air, which is the 4 of Swords. This card is all about healing, right? It's giving me Lorax energy. Like you have one last seed to plant, Cancer, and it is the plant that would grow the truffula tree. Okay, is the plant that would grow the truffula tree. And what did the truffula tree produce in the Lorax? It produced the need, and the need was something that everyone needs. So whatever it is you have the ability to plant this seed that will become a ripe fruit, and it will benefit, you know, the collective. It's not just going to benefit you. You're the type of person that whatever you have with this angelic voice here, whatever it is that you have in your gift is for you to give to the collective. Yes, it's yours to use. Yes, it's yours to be a vessel. And yes, you do have free will. But this is the energy that I'm feeling from this reading. It's like, you gotta let go, beloved. You gotta heal. You gotta let go and let God, because there's something very, very valuable about your gift. And you've been tangled up in the things people said, and you've been tangled up in the things people did to you. Three of air. Look at this crow. It's like, it's a tear. He's crying. He's hurt. His heart is in his hand. It's almost like he's leaking out toxin. He's choked up in smoke. You know, you've been in a very destructive, devastated energy, and Spirit is saying, no, reignite your passion. Become idealistic again. Get excited again. It's okay to let your fire burn, because you're going to need it. You're going to need that warmth. You're going to need that heat to grow this seed that you've been working on. Okay, you just planted it with the wrong people. That's all. That's all. Alright, so what is an optional route? If y'all are familiar with this spread, when I do it, the what is your next best step spread, the optional route is generally not an optional route. So don't be surprised at what comes out here. What is Cancer's optional route? What is the alternative for Cancer here? For the Cancer collective I'm reading for, messages for the highest good. What is the alternative route here? Okay, I was going to say it wants to come out. On the bottom of the deck, you have the idealist of air. Okay, that would be like Page of Swords. That's you learning something new. That is you. Maybe you need to travel. Okay, maybe you need to move, Cancer. Maybe you need to change your location. Maybe you need to start. Maybe you need to start looking online for somewhere to be. This is agriculture is standing out to me, like farming. Maybe there's something you need to learn about farming. It looks like there's a balloon that's traveling out of the city. Maybe you need to get out of the city and get somewhere where it's more rural, more country. Ten of air, yeah, because you've been dying, you've been suffocating where you're at. You've been suffocating where you're at. And the Eight of air is behind you. You've been feeling trapped. You've been feeling sick. Okay, you've been feeling like you got leeches on your back and everything is just draining. It's taking all the color out of this child. Oh my God, this is about your inner child, Cancer, I'm telling you. And here's the thing, coming out of the smog, coming out of the dark, coming out of where the toxins are poisoning the air, the water, the land, the earth, and stepping into color and regrowing something beautiful. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Taking that last seed. The industry has destroyed this. Right? But you can go plant something new and look at all the beautiful things that you stand to grow. You know? Oh, wow. Well, I really like this deck. Okay, so I put that in the wrong place. That goes down there. No, that goes here. This is your alternative route. Activist of air, which would be the Knight of air. So there's something you need to communicate. There's something you need to speak about. I'm telling you, there's something you need to do. I don't know what I've done. I just did something. I don't know how I got that mixed up. I know these are here for the same position, but I don't know what I did. I went wrong somewhere with my card placement, because there was something on top of that, and I feel like it was this Knight of air. Either way, he's relevant. Knight of air would be the Knight of swords. You need to communicate. Okay, you need to communicate with somebody. You need to communicate with this. Maybe you need to talk to an elder. Maybe you need to talk to somebody, find somebody even who's been in a similar position as you to give you advice about this, you know, move you're trying to make, or this new seed you're trying to plant. Okay, show me what's your Cancer avoid right now. Sorry for that little confusion. I got caught up in the moment. Once I start having the visuals, it's like if you're a reader or you're a channel, you channel it all, then you know. Once the vision comes through or the message comes through, you have to get out of the way and kind of let it happen. If you watch my readings, I know you guys will often hear me interrupt myself. That's because I'm in a state of channeling. So it's not, I'm the vessel, you know? Like a lot of times if I'm trying to explain something to you and I have to work for it, that's when you'll hear me say things like, whatever, I don't know. That's because I'm in the way of the channel. I'm not a clear channel in those moments. Okay, in those seconds, those milliseconds. All right, what's your Cancer avoid? What's your Cancer avoid, Spirit? Well, I'm going to say, pardon me for, you know, stumbling over that. The Lovers, okay. This card is deep because right now I'm feeling like you have a choice between something real and something fake. Okay? You have the choice between a real human or a clone. A real human or a bot, a droid, you know, something that's not real. That's how that's the vibe that's giving me. It's like you should avoid choosing wrong. You're walking away from what? We're back to the beginning. Here we are. Because you're walking away from patience. You're walking away from, I'm sorry, I'm hearing a message. Okay, so with everything being cold and blue in this one picture, and then with the sun coming out and everything growing, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to happen to you for you in spring or summer, but there's going to be a turnaround in the spring or in the summer. The energy that's been up on your back, Cancer, is going to turn around. All right, it's going to stop being so cold and things are going to get better. The energy is going to get better. The flow of your money is going to get better. Maybe that's when you'll have an opportunity to move, or, you know, you'll get a bonus on the job in advance. Something come through, a loan, something will come through. I feel it, like something will come through that's going to allow you to make a different move. I'm going to clarify just for the sake of clarity before I get out of here, because we're close to wrapping up this reading. It looks good though, Cancer. Like, just be patient. Hold on. You know, don't jump the gun. Don't get too much in your head and not allow God to be God, or the God in you to be the God in you, your highest self. Don't allow your lower self to get in the way. Continue to listen to your conscience. Yes, remember what happened to you, but deal with it. Transmute that energy. Alchemize that energy, because you're headed into a brighter day. You're headed into a brighter day. What is Cancer walking away from here, Spirit, that they need to avoid walking away from? Because there's something here that is like, don't let go. There's something you need to not let go of. Show me the 8 of water. What does Cancer need to hold on to? What does Cancer need to hold on to? That 4 of the Deborah. Hold on to your strength, first of all. Okay. I'm not keeping these because I don't like the way it feels, but I want to call these because I noticed them. Hold on to your strength. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Hold on to your strength. Guard your what? Your heart. Okay, and stay open to love. Like, if that's your issue, you know what I mean? If you've been having issues with love, then you need to wait. You need to wait for love and understand that the Most High can bring that to you. The divine can bring that to you, can bring you a real lover. You don't got to keep dealing with these bots. You don't have to keep dealing with people who can't appreciate you and can't see you and don't value you. You don't have to keep dealing with that. Show me that 8 of Waters, though. What is it that Cancer needs to hold on to? What do they need to avoid walking away from, Spirit? Please show me what I need to see. What does Cancer need to avoid walking away from? Thank you. All right. Don't leave yourself out there for attacks, I'm telling you, because this came out in reverse. This could be a person. If this is not you, it's you, it's a Cancer. It could be another Cancer, okay? It could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancerian energy that's just in a dark place, that's emotionally unstable. Or it could be you. Don't, like, hold on. When I think you need to hold on to your emotional stability. Don't just allow yourself to become all vulnerable, you know, or settle. That's what I'm hearing. Settle. Don't allow yourself to settle in the name of love when you know ultimately you're really going to be miserable. Yeah, because you're in High Priestess mode. You're listening. In High Priestess mode, you're staying to yourself. You're saying less than you're speaking on. Let me get you a card of advice before I get out of here. Looking at this, though, in all honesty, just to, I guess, revisit that, where the direction you're headed and your best next step has to do with, you know, giving yourself time to rest, allowing your heart to heal, knowing that if you plant that one last seed, it will be fruitful and it will bring you in a brighter future. You know, that's your best next step, being patient, working on your healing. Show me, give me a card of advice for Cancer, please. Okay, you got 2. On the bottom of the deck, you have Dandelion, Wounded Healer. That's a thing. Just because you're wounded doesn't mean you can't help others. It doesn't mean you can't still heal. Okay? You might just have to carry that wound. You know, you might have to just walk with that wound. Maybe with this, maybe that's what this was about when I was talking about maybe you need to balance those energies. You know, because Jean Grey, she couldn't get rid of her power. She needed to find a way to harness it in a better way, you know? Like, she was in love with Wolverine, too. Wolverine in that movie was her 2 of Cups. And she just wouldn't, you know, deal with that. I mean, she was married, whatever. Wolverine was her person. Even though much as she loved Scott, Wolverine was her person. She had to find a way to balance those 2 energies, because her with Scott was not necessarily the thing. Yeah, see, metamorphosis and love. This has to do with your womb. Wow. Somebody here, this definitely has to do with fertility in the womb. There's blood all over this reading. Not in a negative way, but I'm saying it's giving me lifeblood vibes, okay? It's giving me lifeblood vibes. With this, and I said it had to do with like breathing in new life. Can you see the baby in that? This is the Ace of Swords, okay? So somebody here, you're being really hopeful, or you were in the past hopeful about having a baby. Maybe what happened to you in the past is why you have fears about bringing a child into this world, okay? Because you don't want what happened to you to happen to the child. But all of that, I'm trying to show you this. Look at these rabbits in that cup, and the birds, and the springtime energy, the rejuvenation energy in this card. The healing, okay? The healing of what? Here's this 12. 12 could be relevant to you. 3 could be relevant to you. This is the rose, but look at that. It's like maybe you have to sacrifice something for love, you know? Maybe you love hurts, right? Roses have thorns, right, that pierce you. Look at this Cupid. The arrow pierces the heart. Maybe you've been through a lot, but look at the beauty that grows from it. Look at the beauty that ultimately grows from it. Pau de Arco. This is a 7. I'm definitely talking to a you could be July 12th baby, okay? That could be relevant to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Both of these numbers are Cancer numbers to me. But do you see that womb is bleeding? But she's coming in to heal it. She's taking off a mask that's dead and dull, and she's become green and full of life. Look at her giving life. Look at her bearing life. And I'm telling you, if this is not about a baby, this is about an idea, family. Okay, everybody's not out here trying to have a baby, but some people are. Some of us are. Some of you are, you know, and it's about bringing in new life, new cycles. I'm going to read that and I'm out of here. So this is the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. I'm going to read you 7 first. Metamorphosis. Pau de Arco. Upright. Discovery through darkness. See what I mean? I said love was painful. I told you it was about finding something in the dark, transmuting that energy. Yeah. Discovery through darkness. Transcendence of the known. Unearthing fear. Nonconformity. Breaking cycles. Yeah, maybe that's what it is too. Breaking a cycle. Like a... breaking that cycle of what happened to you. You get what I'm saying? Not allowing that to happen to your child. Like, I feel like that's just heavily on your mind. All right. Pau de Arco, commonly known as, I can't read that, Tehibo or Lapacho, is one of the most beautiful trees on earth. With over 100 varieties, this tree has been used medically among the tribal peoples throughout Central and South America. Most commonly, the inner lining of the bark was boiled for a long period of time, then consumed as a dark coffee-like tea. Pau de Arco has medical qualities that fall under the moon and Pluto's dominion, such as being a blood tonic and a daily tonic for strength, and also being employed for digestive imbalances, menstrual irregularities, malaria, anemia, colds, flus, fungal infections, respiratory problems, arthritis, cancer, and a lot more. The Incas and other groups predating them were known to use Pau de Arco as a panacea. Tribes living thousands of miles apart have employed it for the same medicinal purposes for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Many tribes use this wood to make hunting bows, utensils, and all sorts of tools, believing that it provided great blessings of strength and resilience. Guarani Tupi and other indigenous tribes called it El Árbol de Yavaga. I'm not sure. Which translates to the tree of heaven in Guarani. The Milky Way was known as the road to Yavaga. Guidance. Lapacho is one of the great protectors of the sacred, and she is welcoming you in. Okay, archetypally, Palo d'Arco embodies one of the faces of the dark goddesses in her mighty splendor. Wow. Now, didn't we just talk about that? The dark goddesses, the dark phoenix, the phoenix rising, mastering your shadow self, making peace with your shadow self, transmuting that energy and bringing it into the balance. When she first came out too, I said something about bleeding. So maybe there is an issue that you're having with your womb in general. Let's get back to this. All right. The dark goddess is multifaceted, changing belief systems, frailties, weaknesses, and testing our strength. Okay. Like Pluto, Lapacho demands you rebel against the ignorance of the old self and learn paradigms that inhibit the splendor of your self-expression. Yes. Her mighty darkness provides the tool to rebuild ourselves anew, triggering instant metamorphosis. Don't fear the unknown nature of mystery. The cosmic womb in its darkness births all hidden potentials into existence. Trust and step in. You are being guided. I really love that. I really love that, because it is about changing. It is about remembering what you've been through and transmuting that energy into what? Into love. Into love. The rose, number 12, upright, union, bliss, unconditional love, merging with the other, oneness, nourishment, purity. In ancient texts in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, the rose had a prominent presence, particularly in relation to balancing the emotions, relieving the heart of depression and grief, and treating psycho-spiritual imbalances. Interesting. So that could be an issue too, beloved. If y'all have been through trauma, especially childhood trauma, you could be dealing with a psycho-spiritual imbalance. The rose is sacred to Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Since ancient times and across cultures, the rose was associated to love, passion, commitment, and lust. The Romans, Greeks, and occult societies suspended roses from the ceiling at meetings that were held in the strictest of confidence. Rose represents all aspects of the goddess, the almighty creatrix, the ability to love, nurture, experience joy, and see beauty in all things. A popular flower that has come to be associated with weddings and rituals of union. Roses filled vases are worn by participants and guests and are often strewn about to bring divine blessings to the couple's love. Maybe this is all about the union of your heart and your mind, and possibly, like being open to that, to a real love. Okay. The herbs of Venus are feminine, gentle, relaxing, and balancing. Medicinally, rose has the power to uplift mood, nourish the heart and cardiovascular system. It makes an excellent uterine tonic that supports fertility and vitality. The antiseptic nature of the rose makes it an excellent remedy for wounds and bruises. Interesting. With her wounds, the wounded warrior, wounded healer. It also relieves spasms in the respiratory system, gut, intestinal tract, and muscles. Rose's medicinal and energetic qualities resemble the archetypal nature of both Venus and the moon. That's you, Cancer. Guidance. It is time to allow for greater love in your life. Allow the dance of trust and intimacy to heal and open your heart. Like the rose, you are rising from harsh soil. Yeah, come through, Spirit. Look at this. Come on, son. Come on, son. Like the rose, this is a completely different deck, and look at that. Like the rose, you are rising from harsh soil. Okay? From harsh soil. Through the path of thorns and challenges. As you grow and blossom in your spiritual journey, okay? Look deep into your heart to see where you might need more love and affection. The white dove reminds us that through childlike trust, we can navigate the most challenging of pathways with an undertone of joy and presence. Remember, you understand how love is the doorway, and through this sacred embodiment, you are able to birth anything into manifestation. Let all creativity, all sexual and nurturing connection be attuned to the vibrational powers of unconditional love. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. You may be dealing with a love that's worth fighting for real. Maybe you and somebody that you really love have been through a lot of pain, but it's worth it because it's gonna give birth, give life to something very, very fruitful and creative. I'm telling you, it's gonna restore your creative flow, your voice, your genius. Is going to restore your creative flow because the ancestors support you out here. They recognize you, okay? They recognize your mission. They recognize your mission. Wow. That was a deep reading, a hard reading. I'm sorry my energy is fairly low, Cancer. I've been a little out of it. I got a lot going on. But I hope this helps. I hope this confirms you what you already know. And I hope it gives you the strength to keep moving through another day. If this reading resonated with you, please, guys, be sure to hit that energetic thumbs up, okay? Hit that thumbs up. It gives me an energetic thank you and exchange. It helps the channel get into the algorithm where these readings can reach more people. And it really does, like, it helps my heart and lets me know that I'm connecting, okay? So if it did resonate, or you just enjoyed yourself, or you just like me as a reader, or whatever, you know, hit the thumbs up, share, tell a friend, let people know that the Oracle House is growing. Every time you guys do that, it helps build our little community. Subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. Our numbers are growing. We're approaching 500. When we do reach 500, I intend to start doing some lives. I intend to do them with TL from T.L's Timeless Tarots from time to time. I think you guys get a kick out of that. That's my sis. We're very close and we have a lot of fun. It was way more fun when the two of us are here. Some people can appreciate that because it's more natural. Other people can't because they think it's not professional, but we'll let you be the judge of that. You'll decide when you see us live. But that's coming up. That's coming down the pipeline. Okay, that's soon to happen. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, I love you so much and I wish you nothing but the best. See you later, Cancer. Peace.